The chair recognizes Ms. Goodwin for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to suspend all necessary rules to take up and consider House Resolution 1600.
Members, you've heard the motion. Is there any objection? Chair hears none, so ordered. The following resolution, the clerk will read the resolution.
H.R. 1600 by Goodwin in memory of Glen Dale Hunt.
The chair recognizes Ms. Goodwin.
Speaker, members, I'm here today to honor the life of Professor Glen Hunt, who passed away on April 20th, 2023. Professor Hunt was an adjunct government professor at Austin Community College, where his nearly 3 decades of service also included a tenure as chair of the government department. Teaching this subject was his greatest joy in life, and he relished having the opportunity to impart to his students the importance of being an informed participant in the democratic process. Before becoming a professor at ACC, he worked for the Idalou Independent School District, where Professor Hunt worked for 13 years as a teacher, K-12 counselor, and curriculum director. His desire to play an active role in the community led him to successfully run for a seat on the Idalou City Council and then to serve 2 terms as the city's mayor. From 1979 to 1985, he worked as an administrative assistant to Congressman Kent Hance and then became executive assistant to Mr. Hance at the Railroad Commission of Texas. He went on to join the office of State Comptroller John Sharp to serve as the first director of operations for the Texas Lottery and to work as a clerk with the redistricting committee of the Texas House of Representatives. His family shared the following story with my office. Professor Hunt took a great deal of pride in memorizing each of the students' names by the end of the first class. As his classes grew in size, he had to stretch that to the first 1.5 classes. But he wanted the students to know that they mattered and that this was one of his ways of showing that. He gave every student the chance during roll call to tell him what name they preferred to go by. One Christmas, he was sharing with his family that he was taking roll, and he noticed that he had the same student from a previous class. The first semester, the student went by the name D, just the letter. And the next semester, he decided on the first day that he was going to go by Dex. Then the student took another class of Glen's as an elective because he enjoyed Glen's teaching so much. The third semester, he asked to go by his full name of Dexter. Glen shared this with the family, and everyone thought it was so interesting because usually when someone feels more comfortable, they shorten the names. But this student went from his first letter to his full name. Glen loved telling that story, and I'm happy to share it on the House floor here today. I move passage.
Members, this is a memorial resolution. All in favor, please rise. The resolution is unanimously adopted.